Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. It has been a while since we played this one. I had some other games I was playing through, played a lot of Regiments and some Victoria 3, but I'm happy to be back in this game. It's an old one, but I love it. Next mission up for us, we're going to do the raid on Nassau. Go try to raid some British supplies of gunpowder, and for that it's going to be a landing mission, so we're going to have our ships at sea. It looks like there's some British ships on the map. But we are going to have to land troops. So our 2 troop transports we have, definitely underpowered, but I don't have the money to get more of them. So what I did is I started to load these up with troops, and I can actually throw some more troops on here. Might as well go for it since we've got the money. Don't have a ton of money, but might as well do it. Use the money we have. We've got those 2 troop transports. I upgraded them, made sure we've got abilities where we can. I like to go with endurance so that they don't run out of stamina during the battles. And then just made sure our ships were crewed up where we can add another upgrade here. Let's go with tireless. I find myself running out of stamina. Wonder why it's not letting me do that. Running out of stamina much more often than having troops surrender due to morale. I also switched out a few officers. This captain was awful, so I switched him out with Samson Cobb. And I think with that, we are ready to get started on this battle. So I'm trying to figure out how I do this. It looks like it doesn't have the hourglass symbol, so I'm expecting that our ship will be there right away. I'm going to put the Hancock in up front along with both troop ships. Make sure we can get those landed. And then maybe the Andrew Doria also. Then I'll have the other 3 ships come in that second wave. And let's see how this looks. Our fleet is approaching Nassau. A British fleet has been spotted near the harbor. It seems they've set sails to our course. We need to land our troops and marshal them for battle. The fort is our first objective. After it is captured, we can proceed to seize Nassau. But before all these, we have to deal with the enemy fleet. Good luck, Captain. All right, I'm going to pause it, get my bearings, get my orders set. So the good news is none of these ships are grouped, which I hate when they do that, because then you can't maneuver them as well. So Diamantia and Earlston are our 2 troop ships. If I had known this was the formation they were coming in, I would have set them differently. I'll have Hancock go over here. I'll have Daring and Virginia hold for now so they don't run into the troop ships. Andrew Doria, I will direct over to deal with the incoming fleet as well. And I just want to make sure I stay out of range of these guns. Because if I get in range of those, that's damage that I don't really need to take. Let's run this fast. And we do have a collision. Excellent. And it doesn't help that those troop ships are absurdly slow. So what I'm going to do here is basically set up a wall of ships so that I can basically just drop anchor and wait for them to pop into gunnery range. Now, because of the wind, they're going to have a range advantage on me. So maybe this strategy won't work, but I'm going to try it for now. Hopefully, due to them sailing head on at me, that's going to limit how effective their broadsides can be. I'd love to capture one of these because I need more ships, especially troop ships. All right, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Get Vengeance angled a little better. Get Andrew Doria angled in here now. Good, so as soon as Dover gets in range, it's going to get wrecked. Now the Rye, that one looks like it could be tough. So hopefully I can take these one at a time if they're foolish enough to send them at me one at a time. And Daring is ruining everything. Gonna have Daring hold up. I thought Earlston would be quick enough to get out of the way, but I thought wrong. And let's get Virginia turning. I did buy an upgrade for Virginia. I bought some, can't remember exactly what it was. It was something with rigging, I think, to increase the turning speed. So there, we're almost in range. And our firepower is definitely better than the Dover. Earlston is just so slow. Wonder why. I'm going to stop the ship there. Don't want to get too close. Closer than I have to. Dover's kind of just floundering here. I guess it's sailing directly into the wind. So that will give them more range because it'll raise the angle of their guns at me. But it's going to make them much less maneuverable. Vengeance has a really short range. And Hancock basically can just hit nothing. Going to deploy my Marines there. There, now we're landing some hits on Dover. If it actually gets close enough. The appropriately named Daring is going in closer. There we go. Look at that amount of fire. Really what I'm going to do here is I'm not concerned about the outcome of this battle. What I am concerned about is damage to my ships. So I'm going to try to take this nice and easy. Try to just maximize the amount of fire I'm putting on them while protecting my own ships. And they're not hitting much. Finally, one hit out of that salvo. I'm a little worried about getting too close to this fort. I think I'm solidly out of range right now, but I definitely don't want to risk it. And I'm going to try to get my Marines ashore before something bad happens. Huh, high speed warning. It's a bit comical coming from that ship. Yeah, so they're going to, it looks like they're going to try to use Dover to intercept my Marines. And I definitely don't want that to happen. So I'm going to sail Vengeance down there as quick as possible. Gonna have a couple things to keep track of here. No, they have a bit of an advantage. Number one, I can't go close to those guns, they can. And number two, they're downwind of me, so they have superior range, and I can't compete with that range. unless I haul in my sails. Now, one other thing I can do is if I capture this fort with my Marines, then I can turn those guns on the British. They still have not lost a crewman. Thinking about trying to go in behind them with my last two ships here, I just feel like that might be too risky because I'm so constrained in how I can maneuver. So there we go. Their sails are getting a little beat up. Not taking a ton of hits. I think our gunnery is just not very good, honestly. So I'm going to haul in the sails there. Maybe I'll sail the Virginia behind. It's going to be a lot to keep my eyes on here. Because we've got the land invasion and the sea battle. I'm glad I didn't bring more troop ships. When I was setting up for this one, I was kind of regretting that I didn't have more troop ships to bring. But I think I need all of the fighting ships that I can here. Like, look at this. I mean, we're stationary. They're moving. You'd think our gunners should be hitting them more. Finally took out one crewman. All right, let's get these troops inland. So it looks like the Dover's losing, which is good. I think being a smaller ship that we shouldn't have trouble. We're taking some pot shots at Hancock now. Oh, there we go. Now we've got fire coming in from Rye. And let's see. Should we get Virginia in there? Looks like we're bouncing off Rye. It's a big ship. I'm wondering how aggressive I should be with my infantry. Because I could try to rush them and take that fort, and turning those guns on the British would be a huge advantage. Let's see what else I have here. Hopefully, yeah, it looks like everything's just bouncing off this ship. So it looks like what I really need then is to get those shore guns. We're just arcing some long shots over at Rye. Not landing many. Now, Daring has pretty solidly hit the Dover here. I think I'm going to try to capture it. We're going to go to Grape Shot, close the gap a little bit. There we go. And how are these ships doing? We're hitting Nassau. So that is good. like to see the grape shot doing more damage in this. I mean, their armor is wrecked. We're at close range. We have more guns than they do. Let's board it. Hopefully they get close enough and we can start to do that. Oh, there's the shore guns. Let's get Virginia out of there. That is exactly what I wanted to not do. And it looks like Dover might have outmaneuvered me a little bit. How are my troops doing? Their condition looks okay. I'm gonna have them stop running because I want them to be in okay condition when it's time to fight. Let's throw this back on round shot because I don't want to lose the Dover. Their Vengeance is taking shots at Dover now. Dover's a fast little ship. I've got a good angle here on Rye. They're hitting me side on, so I should have been able to really withstand a lot of damage. The angle's good to either make them miss or make the cannonballs bounce off the side. There, Nassau's taking some damage. Get this turning. And I think with Rye getting closer, we'd be able to land some hits on it. Yeah, I need my infantry to capture that fort. That's what I need to turn this battle. Because Rye is going to wreck anything I've got. I think I can outmaneuver it, though. Let's see if we can get one more salvo off for Virginia and then hightail it out of there. Yeah, so you got a lot of bounces on Rye. Get Vengeance moving along with the fleet here. Get Hancock moving along. I'm at a bad angle to turn there. Alright, we've got to run. I need those infantry up there much quicker than they were currently going. Let's play with the angles a little bit. See if we can start to land some shots on Rye while they would not be able to hit us. Condition of those infantry still okay. Let's lower the sails on Vengeance a little. Look at that, we even got some bounces at close range. They're hitting me with grape, it looks like. Some very big damage there from Virginia. But I need my other ships to catch up if I'm going to have any chance of winning this. Trying to think of how I can loop around. And we have combat here. So I'm going to send 2 or 3 units to go deal with these British troops. And 2 to capture the guns. I need to get Virginia out of here. And they have cav. And skirmishers coming in. Let's charge those cav. This raid isn't going as well as I would have hoped. I think I should have been more aggressive early on with my infantry. All right. Dragoons are done. And they have Marines. And they have artillery. Okay. I think we can handle this. These are good troops. And we have more of them. We do outnumber their Marines. Let's see, conditions good. Maybe we can close on those artillery. I'm normally playing at much higher speed, but we got 2 battles going on here. I'm going to send these Fusiliers over to capture the artillery. That should give me a nice advantage. And I've got to get Andrew Doria out of there. And Virginia's stuck upwind. And who's back here? Hancock's just hanging out. Oh man, this is not going well. These Fusiliers are doing well. This unit is getting wrecked. What's killing me is condition. I'm going to charge back that way. Try to take out those skirmishers behind me. Their Dover's going to go down soon. I think that should be taken care of. It's getting hit from 2 sides. I think Virginia has escaped for now. How are things going over here? Let my Fusiliers rest a little. They should be able to just keep firing at the skirmishers. Which really, I need some skirmishers, honestly. This detaching skirmishers, yeah. If I get that artillery, then I'll be golden. There they go, they're sinking. Let's pull out. loop Andrew Doria around. Dover's not going to make it, so I'm not going to try to capture the ship. And my Marines are just about out of ammo. So they might have to do things the old-fashioned way. Alright. So some of their skirmishers shattered. Excellent. Now I can focus on... Oh, get out of there. Oh, get out of there. Rudder's down. The crew is bad in some way. We might lose Andrew Doria. You know what? Let's pull back to the fort. That's what we're gonna do. Dover has now sunk. We're gonna get back to the fort because we're gonna have those guns soon. And when we get those guns, we'll turn them around and hit the British. It's the only way. Well, traffic jam. Nice and close. Those guys can't last too much longer. I think I've got the mass here to do it. And I think it was right before this battle I said that morale wasn't usually a problem, so I wasn't worried about it. And now I have units breaking. Alright, those Marines are done. Let's charge the artillery here. And I'm just about out of ammo with those guys. All right. So let's see how this is looking. What's supply look like? Bad. They've got okay supply. My Marines have no supply. So we're going to walk them through over here. And let's see, let's actually abandon these guns for now. Because we have more important things to do. So none of these guys have any ammo left, which means the only option is to charge. There we had another unit of Fusiliers shatter. A unit of Fusiliers surrendered. Good. We can bring our, I guess, kind of rear guard type guys up. What we really need now is to get these guys out of the middle of the kind of fort area so that we can capture that supply. Now our Marines doing what Marines do and charging in there with no ammo. Going hand to hand. Marines versus Fusiliers, they should win that one. Good, we've got them surrendered. And now we can keep moving. Good. We've got the fort secured. Excellent. Now we can start hitting these Marines. And once we have those Marines taken out, that'll open up the way to the fort's guns. Let's see how this artillery's doing. Alright, that artillery unit's shattered. Good. Let's see if these artillerymen can actually take them on. Alright, couple hits. And how are my ships doing? I think they're all making it so far. Where are you going, Daring? It's not what I was hoping for. But I'm in charge, and apparently that's my fault. Alright, so we had a unit break, which is bad. But hopefully our Fusiliers hitting these Marines in the rear, they can win this battle, which will give us control of the fort. And our skirmishers here have no ammo. All right. So we had more surrenders up here. Good. A lot of... Are they surrendering and unsurrendering rapidly? Is that what I'm seeing here? Alright, we've got Marines. They're heavier, so they should be able to push through this Marine and artillery unit, especially since they've got numbers. This surrendering and unsurrendering is gonna get to me. Make up your mind. All right, so Daring is escaping. Good. All right, the artillery surrendered. Our Marines are reloaded. So now we can have them help defend against this push coming from the top. And good, now we've got the guns manned, which is exactly what we needed. Because they can hopefully, once we get the Rye in place, force captured, we can attack Nassau. Good. I think I'm going to sit on this fort for a little while longer and make sure I get full control of the situation here. Let's see, these guns should be just about to make contact with the Rye. I think we should win this one. We should have a pretty favorable exchange. This is a longer battle than they usually are. All right, they're routing. Just going to hold tight, regain some morale, some condition. Let's get my cannons out here. Not sure where their parent unit is. So the Rye is actually staying out of range of my main gun here. But they are coming back to attack me again. Maybe my brilliant plan was not so foolproof. I wonder who the parent unit of these skirmishers actually is. It's going to be tough for me to capture it without actually getting too close. I need naval support to really do it. I don't want to miss the opportunity to use my shore guns on the British ships. So I think that's how I'm really going to be able to put a dent in the Rye. There we go, routing those Fusiliers. It'll be good to knock those out just to get the get them out of the way so I don't take any losses along the way. Wonder if I can bait them in closer to shore. Still out of range of my guns. I wonder if Rye's going to be able to take some shots at me here with the wind. Yep, they are. Wonder if I should land a crew to help me. Just for more troops. There we go. There go the shore batteries. Should have them hitting any second. Right? I think. There we go. They're doing some stuff. Nice. Very nice. I've got 6 shore batteries hitting the Rye. On top of my ships. And even with them firing at me, I think that the weight of all of my ships plus the shore guns, that's got to do a number on them. And these are 4-pounders, only 4-pounders. We've got 9-pounders up here. But I'm hoping they can hit. If they're just taking pot shots at my shore guns, I'd be happy with that. So they are actually doing some damage. Very little damage coming from those 4-pounders. But the 9-pounders are. I'm wondering, should I land some? I think so. I think I'm gonna land some crew from the Vengeance. Probably the Andrew Doria, because they're so beat up already. I think that's what I've got to do. We'll land them back here and get them moving up. No, I don't think they're really going to be able to... These ships shouldn't be able to hit my troops anywhere that they're not in danger from my shore guns. Alright, Nassau's pretty much dead. I'd love to recover it, but I don't think that's in the cards. They're basically just having fun shooting at it right now. It's beached. Shallow water. Oh no. There's the crew. It's probably not optimal. We'll get these 2 crews up here. Oh, didn't realize I could join the units. That's a cool trick. Now once these guys get in range, I've got artillery and marines that should wreck them. Looks like they're coming down to attack my artillery. That's interesting. Just don't want to miss something and end up losing units because of it. Get back on the artillery. Cannons. There we go. Send these Fusiliers down. And where is Rye? It's hanging out just outside of artillery range. Look at the amount of shell holes here. All right, I think after I take out these two, it's going to be time. And I'll leave these skirmishers here just to kind of hold the prisoners in line. And then I'll leave my shore guns manned in case I get some shots at Rye. So let's get everyone supplied up. We need my artillery here, which is out of ammo. And then I think we'll be ready to move out. Gonna get a good view of what we've got left. I think 2 speed is appropriate here. It's kind of nice I picked up some artillery along the way, because I did not have any land-based artillery to start with. I want to capture this ship. I just don't know how to do it without losing one of my own ships. Maybe I can just wait for them to make a mistake. Maybe they will. I'm not sure where they're going. So if they're downwind of me, it kind of limits the angles I can sneak up on them from. Maybe if I stay between them and the shore, that might be a possible angle. There, now we're engaged. It's just a ship crew here and 1 small unit of Fusiliers. There we go. I'm not going to worry about those. That supply truck. Wonder where they're going. Their sails are kind of light here. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get Hancock in there and see if I can go between them and the shore and get in a spot where I can hit them and they can't hit me. Well, maybe a little too bold. Because they are coming at me now. Gonna turn and face them. All right, we've got grenadiers coming in. I try to make sure I have all the firepower I can concentrated on them. Get my artillery up on the hill here, because I have a pretty solid unit coming at me. Yeah, that's a decent amount of troops. Okay. So now we're turning. I can get some shots on the Rye. And let's get the Fusiliers over here. I just need to get everyone firing at them. How's this battle going? They're bouncing off. Not ideal. But luckily they're firing in, or sailing into the wind also. All right, now the shore guns are engaging. And some of my other ships should be jumping in too now. Well, this isn't going great. I need my Marines here. I'm gonna get the Hancock out of there. Oh, bounce. So many bounces. Let's actually try to turn the opposite way. Need my Marines back in it. No, I'm taking losses of their artillery. Oof. This isn't going great. I'd like to see something here. Shore battery is accurate. At least there's that. They are hitting pretty much every time they fire. There we go. Marines are back up to 23% morale now. So if they're able to flank the Fusiliers, that's going to be big. Get nice and close there. Oh, they lost their leader. That makes a difference. That would explain why their morale is so terrible. I like that they can reload on the run too. Don't know how realistic it is, but it works in my advantage for now, so I'll take it. And the shore battery can still fire at the Rye. All right, we've got the Fusiliers on the run. Let's go for the artillery. Hopefully they don't have more troops in Nassau, because if they do, I'm in trouble. I'm just about out of troops. Good, let's keep them routing. Good, good. And, oh, now they're out of range of my shore battery. We'll let the Hancock get this salvo off and bail. Look at those bounces. So the Marines should be going hand in hand with the artillery now. Being that they've got sword bayonets and they're Marines, so they've got a little higher melee skill. Should do the trick. Very brave of the Hancock to be in there like that. Wise? Maybe not. All right, these grenadiers are about to break. I just need to keep the pressure up, keep forcing them back. Given that no one else has come up, I'm assuming they don't have other troops to bring at me. So let's have my artillery stop and set up. I've lost a lot more sailors than I would have liked in this one. I'm usually very protective over them. Let's have these Marines stop while they're in cover. And hopefully my artillery can help provide some support. How far out are they? They're pretty far out from my... Oh, but they're turning back into shore, which would be great. Let's send this division of sailors up. Oh, here's some grenadiers. That should not be a problem. Their morale's already shaky. My morale's good, and I outnumber them, so I should trade more than evenly. And now with the Fusiliers, my Fusiliers should be able to take on theirs. Turn that one in my favor. We are starting to run low on supplies. That's where I'm getting nervous. I'll let the Hancock back off a little bit. I don't want to get too aggressive pushing into Nassau here. I obviously need to capture it, but I don't want to risk exposing myself to a counterattack or something, because my forces are seriously messed up. I always feel like I'm under strength here. All right, let's get the artillery to the other side of this river. And what's this ship doing? Trying to sail into the wind once again? Hopefully they do just enough to get within range of my guns and then sit there. One thing they're doing effectively is using up all of my ammo. That's for certain. Maybe it's time to be a little more aggressive. How are these guys for melee? Pretty good, honestly. All right, so the Fusiliers are routing now. Let's get some artillery moving up. I really hope they don't have any surprises waiting for me here. All right, the artillery has shattered. Good. And what am I down to? I guess I've got 80 Fusiliers over here. I don't have a lot of troops left. I guess I've got these guys on the artillery as well. Still, that's not a ton. I like that you can draw your battle lines like this in this game. I haven't played the new Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts yet. So far the reviews I've heard haven't been great. A bit disappointed given how much I love this game. And I never jumped in the early access I, like many people, have been bitten by early access releases before, so I figured I was just going to wait for the full release. You know, see if it, how it looks once it comes out, but haven't heard a lot of great things about it. So unfortunately, it looks like the dreams of a 3D rule the waves in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts aren't coming true. But we do have Rule the Waves 3 coming out, I think this year. I've heard of some people playing the beta. I haven't been able to play the beta. But that's one I'm definitely interested in when that becomes available. I played Rule the Waves 2 quite a bit. Might be a tougher game to stream, though. I've seen some other streamers put on YouTube. I've seen some other ones do it well. Tortuga Power has probably the best one I've seen. I think he's probably played more of that than anyone else I've seen. All right, they have militia. So we're gonna have to get creative. I'm gonna have my, don't want to risk that. Who can I send? Do I want to send the Hancock? Who do I send back for that supply truck? That's the question. Could send some of Daring's crew. And Rye is almost in range of my shore batteries again. Wondering who's the right one to send. Might even be able to send these skirmishers. No, I think that won't be enough. Because I just don't have the ammo to advance into the town. Let's get Hancock ready. Because if we get a lucky shot from the shore batteries, I want to be able to rush on to Vengeance. These Fusiliers are totally out of ammo, so maybe we can send them back toward the supply truck. How's it looking over here? It should be in range, my friends. There we go. Those are some nice high damage numbers. Let's have them run over as fast as possible. It would be beautiful to see a mast go down on Rye right in front of these guns. Can't go anywhere. Can only just sit there and take it. Would also like to see some more hits. Very nice. Had a pump go down. That should slow the ship. They're not hitting a lot. I wonder if that's because they're... if it's because of the wind. If it's because their crew is beat up. I wonder where the supply unit is. They're in here somewhere. We've got 2 militia sitting in the middle of the town that I don't feel like I have the ammunition to take out. And also, once we take that supply wagon, if I have enough troops, I might be able to take that other piece of artillery too. There we go, just more damage. There we go. Water pump is done. I don't want to take out the water pump. I don't want to sink the ship. Where is this supply wagon? There it is.
Double quick!
All right, we're already engaged in melee somehow, so them got left behind. I wish I could have them just target the sails. I'm gonna end up sinking this stupid ship. All right, supply has shattered. I'll have my Fusiliers claim this wagon, and then we can get some ammo for everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead here unless something big happens. And there we go, the HMS Rye has exploded completely on its own with no help. I was hoping to capture that ship, but it was not to be so. So we're just doing the final preparations here, hoping to get some visibility into the town so we can get our artillery firing in on these militia. I'm going to let the artillery soften them up a little bit first. Keep this going on top speed. There we go, a couple hits. I'd like to at least see the artillery get some kills, maybe get them shaken a little bit. Just because I'm trying to preserve my own forces. I don't really have a reason to rush. So I'm going to skip ahead again, unless its barrage continue for a while. All right, so that artillery burned through its ammo. I'm going to release the crews and get them up with the rest of my forces. And I need to find a way to have them all attack basically at once. I want to make sure I have maximum firepower on these units so that they are worn down as quickly as possible and they can do as little damage as possible to my units. And here we go. There we go. It looks like we've got some decent fire coming in now. Let's get these Fusiliers moved up in front of the building so they can get involved as well. And I think we have a good volume of fire going. Don't think I'm seeing much friendly fire. Ideally, you'd like none, but let's not get carried away. And I wonder if I should charge. These guys have full... There we go. One of them is breaking. There, they're routing. Oh, there's a building in the way. That's what gets you. It'll get you. And I'll have these guys charge as well. And with them kicked out, I think my Marines should take on these militia no problem, along with some Fusiliers for backup. And it should be mine. Yep, just need to kick these militia out. They have surrendered. So now I just need to watch for any counterattacks, like that one. Now they are already shaken. Let's get in some trees here, get in cover, and wait for them to come back again. This has been a big battle. We lost a lot of troops. We lost 967 crew. Let's see. What did we capture? Got some cannons. Got a good number of, I wonder why it says Fusiliers. Good number of supplies, some muskets. I'll gladly take that because I need all the supplies I can get after that one. We've got a lot of losses to make up. Ooh, these repairs. And more than that, the crew losses. That's what hurts. You know, these repairs aren't actually too bad. 100 each. Andrew Doria was the worst at 400. And then if we look at, where am I going? Yeah, we had one unit completely destroyed. My other units were severely weakened. And we had an officer killed. But they're upgrading. So might want to use some veterans if we can to replenish the ranks there. But if not, we'll just have to accept the experience loss. See what we can do with that. We've at least got 37,000. All right, and we got some reputation. I'll take the supplies. It's not a huge amount, but I'm glad to have it. So I'm going to leave it there. We had quite the battle there. That was a long one. But next time we are up for the Battle of Yarmouth, and we have a man of war we have to fight off. So I'll have to come up with a plan for that one. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series, and have a good one.